Hey YouTube, Omar here, and this is my NBA Finals video. Don't mind my change of shirt. My Lucas Duda shirt's over there drying because I had to clean something off of it. Found I don't even know what it is. Deodorant? I don't know. Anyway, watching what doesn't even matter, but I'm just gonna say is this is a finals video, but England just scored on Ukraine, so my prediction was very wrong. There's no way that Ukraine's gonna win 1-0 when they're already down 1-0. Also, I don't think there's any way they're getting to the second round because in that case, they have to score 2 goals on England in the next 35 minutes, which is not going to happen. Guaranteed. England's really stepped it up. As I said, halftime is halftime and things happen. Anyway, finals. Let's get to it. What you came here for. So let's break it down by game. Game 1. In Oklahoma City. He got out to a big lead, and you know, I wasn't worried. I'm not rooting for the Heat, of course. I hate the Heat, so I'm a Knicks fan. If you didn't know, so whatever. I was rooting for the Thunder, so I wasn't worried for the Thunder because I know they can come back, and indeed they did come back with a thunderous effort. Just outplayed Miami in every aspect of the game in the second half, and took the game. Game 2 was a lot like it in Oklahoma City. I mean, Oklahoma City got a horrible, and I mean horrible start. I think it was like 20-5 or something. I don't even remember, but it was bad. And came storming back late again, but this time LeBron showed up. The Heat showed up in general, and they held off the rally and won 100-96. And then not last night, Sunday night in Miami, the Heat would um, I don't know, just controlled the game pretty much throughout, and another late game push wasn't enough, and the Heat would take Game 3 in Miami and are up 2-1 with Game 4 coming tonight. So basically, it doesn't take a sports guru. All it takes is an educated sports fan like me or somebody else to know that pretty much the finals really, really, really depends. Well, it depends on every game. Every game in the finals and in the playoffs is huge. You know, you don't want to get down or get behind by a game. But tonight is really, really a determining factor at the finals. Um, First of all, you got the Heat. The Heat are up 2-1, and I know the Heat, they really, really, really want to win tonight. Not just because you want to win every game, but because that 3-1 lead will mean so much to them because they know the Thunder are a good team, and they know after tonight they still have one more in Miami, and they want to finish it in Miami if at all possible. Because even though they've won at OKC in this series, they know that that's the only time OKC has been beat at home in the series, and it will be hard to win again in Game 6 or Game 7. So Miami wants to close this thing out with the next 2 games in Miami. Unfortunately, Heat fans, it just is very unlikely. Um, and let's get to why. Okay, so Thunder. What are the Thunder looking to do? They're looking to win to save their butt right now, save their ass, because they don't want to be down 3-1. No one wants to be down 3-1. You have to put yourself into a position where you have to win 3 in a row. If they win tonight, they have the advantage. Why? Let's talk about it. So after Game 2, the Heat had the advantage. Why? Because it was 1-1, and the Heat had 3 at home, and the Thunder have 2. What happens if the Thunder win tonight? You tell me. It's 2-2. The Heat have 1 at home, and the Thunder have 2. If the Thunder can even this game up, if they can even the series up 2-2 tonight, they force pretty much a Game 7 for the Heat tomorrow. The next game, Game 5. Because if it's 2-2 and the Thunder win twice in Miami, they win these last 2 in Miami, it's over. There's no way the Heat are going to win 2 in a row in OKC and take the 3 games in a row in OKC. It's just not going to happen. So tonight is a big game for both teams, obviously. Finals, Game 4, it is pivotal. It is getting to the time where, stars got to be stars and playmakers got to make plays. And we're going to see which group of playmakers makes the plays tonight. I'm not going to be able to watch most of the game. Hopefully, I'll get home in time to see like a dramatic last 4 or 5 minutes of the game, hopefully, because they've been dramatic in every single game. The Heat have been really clutch with their free throws, and it's going to come down to, the Thunder. I think the Thunder need to get off to a fast start because they're just not going to be able to live and die on these slow starts and the big comebacks. They got to make sure that they win tonight's game, and tonight's a huge game. And if the Thunder win, I think they're really in the driver's seat. But of course, if the Heat win up 3-1, they're in the driver's seat. It's anybody's game at this point. I used to think Thunder in 6. I know I stick by my predictions until they're impossible, and it's still possible that the Thunder win in 6 if they win the next 3. And as we saw, I picked the Thunder in 6 against the Spurs. I stuck by it, and what happened? They started off 2-0. Everybody was criticizing me. Well, I didn't really actually make the prediction on here, but all my friends were like, "Oh, look at you! I told you, Spurs are gonna sweep, whatever." And the Thunder took the next 4 and won the series in 6. So it's still possible. The Thunder are a great team. I know that they've been in this situation before. Not only have they been down 2-0, they've been down 2-1. They've been down 2-0 and 2-1. So after they won that game, they've played meaningful games. They played a game 6 in San Antonio. Oh no, they played a game 6 at home, but they played game 5 in San Antonio in a 2-2 series, and they won. They know they can win on the road in a meaningful series. The Heat can as well this year, but I'm going to say, it's just anybody's game. I'm not even going to just anybody's game. As I said, my prediction was Thunder in 6. Anything can happen, and that's how you want the finals to be. You want it to be exciting series like this. Game 4 tonight. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the LeBron and Kevin Durant show with a side of Russell Westbrook and a nice Serge Ibaka soda. See you guys later.